Hey everyone, so in this quick video what I want to show you is how you use and download the Scanner app to upload your notes onto Google Classroom. So the first thing you're going to do is go to your App Store and you're going to search for Adobe, Adobe Scan. Search, and the one that you want to download is this second one. I'm going to click on it. That's the one you want. All right, so that's the one I'm working with. That's the one I'm going to show you how to use. There's obviously many different scanners out there. If you want, you could try different ones, but this is the one that I tend to like the most, and I've tried a lot of them already. So once you download this, it's going to ask for permission to use your camera, which you have to grant a permission because you will be needing to take scans, right? Taking pictures of stuff. So once it's downloaded, I'm gonna go to my school stuff and I have it in the middle. And what's gonna pop up is all your scans. If this is the first time you're using this, you're not going to see anything on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start my scans. In order for you to start scanning, you're going to go to the bottom right. You see that blue box with the camera? That's what you're going to click on, the camera itself. And again, you must grant it permission. I already did. And I'm going to take my phone and bring it up, and you see those 4 dots, they're going to grab my paper automatically. Even though I have that background piece to it, it's grabbing my paper. So the first page I'm scanning is my notes page. When I have multiple pages, I have to press this button, continue. Okay, so it went down in the bottom. I have multiple pages, so my camera is still on. I'm going to turn the page and I'm going to do it again. I'm going to grab my camera, bring it up. See those 4 circles? They're grabbing my paper. They're bordering it. Sometimes what I need to do is grab one of the edges and just break it up. But most often it's perfect, so I just leave it alone. And I'm going to press continue. So at this point in my camera, I have 2 papers. The more papers you have to scan, you'll just keep doing the process over and over again. So I am done. So now that I'm done, I'm going to click the bottom where my pictures are. And I should see page 1 first, and then page 2, and then page 3, and everything should be nice in a nice flow. It shouldn't be all mixed up. At the top here, you see where it says scan September 9th, 2020. I need you to press that little pencil and you're going to change it. You're going to tell me what lesson it was. So this is lesson. If you're doing classwork, then you'll write CW for classwork. If you're doing the Regents practice, you'll do RP for Regents practice. If you're doing extended practice, you'll just do XP. Just for short, so you remember, because you will be separating those for me as well. Okay, so I'm just leaving it alone and I'm going to press OK because that's the new file name. It's going to change it for me. The reason I tell you to do that is just because it's going to be easy for you to find this when you upload it onto Google Classroom. So now I'm going to press save. At the bottom here, guys, you could, let's say for whatever reason you forgot a page, there's the add page in the bottom. If I want to rotate, here's my rotate. Make sure it's upright always. I don't want to see your papers where I have to be twisting my head. I'll return it back to you and I'll make you scan it again. You could crop. Crop means I could just break it up a little bit more. But again, I usually want the entire page. You could change the color. So if you're using a pencil, it might be a little too light. You might want to play around with this so you make it a little darker. Okay, and then you could delete and clear up, so you could clear up some mistakes. But for right now, I'm done. I'm good. I'm going to save my PDF. And it's going to be saved on my phone right now. It's going to pop up there. So the question is, how do I share it? Now that I have it on my phone, how am I going to actually send it over to my teacher? I'm going to share it. There's a button that says share. You're going to click on that. And this is what's going to pop up. So how do you want to share it? A link, email, or copy? I always want you guys to share a copy. Click the third one, and it's going to open up all of this. Where I want to share it to is Google Classroom. I have Google Classroom already automatically on my screen because I've used this so much. If I don't see it there, I'm going to press more, the 3 dots, more, and I'm going to look for Google Classroom. Once I find Google Classroom, I click on there. and I could attach it to my class. If you don't see your class, you have to click on that little arrow. You'll find your class, you'll add it in. Here's another suggestion. So for those of you who want to keep your work organized, because we're going to have a lot of digital files. So I want to keep everything in a specific place. I'm going to do the same process. I'm going to share a copy, go to share a copy. But this time, instead of me going straight to Google Classroom, I want to actually share it to my Drive. So again, if you don't see Drive here, you're going to go to More and you're going to scroll until you find Drive and you're going to click on that. It's going to open up all the drives you might have. So I'm going to click Mrs. Keepes. I could just upload it. I like to keep everything in folders, but that's just me. Again, I suggest you guys do that and organize your work. Since we're going to be scanning a lot throughout the year, I do suggest you create a folder for all of your math scans. So how do you do that? At the bottom, you see this Mrs. Keepes at porchesterschools.org. You see My Drive and you see Not Shared. I want you to click on My Drive. And I'm going to see all of the folders that's inside my Drive. What I want to do is I want to create a new folder. So how do you do that? This folder with the plus. So I'm going to click that folder and I'm going to name my folder. I'm going to create a new folder. The folder I want to create is Math Scans. Again, just so I know that that's where all of my scans are going to be. So I'm going to create. There's no file in here just yet. This is what I want to do. So at this point, I'm going to say save here. At the bottom, I have again my email, but this time it doesn't say My Drive. It says My Scans. And then again, Not Share. I'm going to press upload. Usually what tends to happen is this. I get this failure to upload. So I'm going to do it one more time, because I think the first time I do it, it's creating the folder for me. So I'm not automatically able to put anything in there just yet. So I'm going to close and I'm going to do it again. Share a copy, Drive here. I'm going to go to my Drive, my email. Everything that's in here is good, but I want to save it again to my folder that I just created called Math Scans. There's nothing in here. I'm saving it and now I'm going to press upload and now it should work. I'm not sure why that happens, but it does always happen. Every time I create a folder from my phone, it gives me an error message first and then I have to just redo the process again. So if you want to avoid that, you could create your folder through your computer first and then just upload it on from your phone. Adobe Scan is the one I suggest you guys get. There's a lot of them out there, so you could figure out which one you might like. I've tried Office Lens. As you see, it's on my other side, so I don't use it so often. But yes, you could play around with different scans. All right, so hopefully you guys practice. Send me a scan and I will see if you did a good job or not.